If you want to hear my first update for round 7 of the Roulette Pan collab, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we're going to talk Roulette Pan collab today. This is my first update for this 7th edition of the Roulette Pan collab. If you are not familiar with the Roulette Pan collab, it's a lot of fun. It's a number of months that we spend using kind of a revolving door of 6 products that are picked at random from a list of somewhere between 100 and 150 products at this point, just based on however everybody participating is modifying it for their purposes. But the whole point really is random categories of products based on a product description. And we go and hunt in our collection, pick some products, and then set some goals for how we want to use the products, for how much time or how many uses or what other variation of that. The project was created by Rebecca Morgan, a fellow Canadian, and Alexi, who is Swedish. And like I said, this is round 7 of this. It's been going on for over 2 years. I thank very much Rebecca and Alexi for creating it, and even more importantly, at least for everybody else's perspective, is to have opened it up for other people to join, because it's a lot of fun. If you have a YouTube channel or you use Instagram, I highly recommend you consider giving it a shot, because until you try it, I think it's hard to understand how much fun this is. And I love watching other people's videos and see their progress. And anyway, I'll leave it at that, but it's a lot of fun, and I hope with my updates here I can convince you that that indeed it is, and you might want to try it out too. So let's just talk about what I picked last time, which was the introduction to this round 7, how I'm doing, and we'll see if I get to pick something else. So let's get into it. Okay, so I have my little cheat sheet here. And the first one, I'll go in order of, not in the order I picked them, but just in chronological order. The lowest number I have out of the 100 is 15. And 15 was a product with a food or drink in the name. And so what I chose was this milk makeup. And the funny thing is, it is my least used product total. I am wearing it today, but for some reason, I know why. I was trying to finish up some other products. It is, I was planning on using it as a base under Colorful Looks, but I was trying to finish up other eye primers, and so I neglected this one. So I've only used it once. I used it under this look today, just on the inner to center lid. And as soon as I used it today, I thought, why didn't I at least wear this on the inner to center lid as a base? Why didn't I do that? So I really like it. It works really, really well. And as a matter of fact, it would probably have improved some looks that I did this past month with some very colorful eyeshadows. So even though I only have 1 use to report, I can say that it won't be a problem for me to make the other 9 uses. I wanted to use it 10 times. I am positive that I will have it used up, meaning the number of times I want to use it, and out by the end of the next update. This was silly that I didn't use it. I really, really enjoy the black bean and the milk for a black base and a white base, and I highly recommend the product. So I don't know what my problem was. Well, my problem was focusing on panning other stuff. And if you're a panner, you know that you can get really obsessed with finishing something when you're really, really close. So yeah, that's why it got neglected. Next up, as we go in order, was 49. And 49 was a timeless, classic, or throwback product. And right away, I knew exactly what I wanted to use. And it's Amber Rush from L'Oreal Infallible, the Infallible line. And I wore it a few times in some videos this past month, so you could definitely find me wearing it. And I have worn it 6 times as of this filming, and I wanted to use it a total of 10 times. So I'm over halfway on it. I really like it. The only thing is, I'm not a person to wear the same makeup every day. So I you know, 6 times in a month. I still wore it more than once a week, but I need variety. I mean, I have a ton of makeup, and part of it is because I really like variety. But I enjoy Amber Rush, and I'm happy I'm getting some use out of it. And based on that, I think that 6 times out of my goal of 10 is not bad. I will be done probably by the next update, and I'm fine with that. Next up, we have number 71. And number 71 was something your favorite YouTuber recommended, and that was pretty easy. I picked this guy because when it was all the rage, it got recommended over and over again, and I still see people, a lot of people, loving this palette. Now, the goal I gave myself was to use it 10 times, but to focus on these 3. And the interesting thing is, not only did I use, well, I used this one and this one for the most part. I didn't really use the yellow. And I also used these 2 down here. So to me, I used the palette more than I thought I would, and actually Venus up here, I've ended up reaching for as a brow bone highlight more than I needed to by a long shot. I stopped recording because I had reached my goal, but I stopped. I actually recorded it an 11th time that I used it, and then I stopped. And as a matter of fact, I'm wearing part of this palette today on my brow bone. So if anything, it has convinced me that I want to use it more, and I think that you can see it was not used a whole lot, and I really made some good use out of the palette this past month, and I'm really happy to have played with it, and I think it's going to stay in my everyday drawer because it's so easy to reach for and use. And I think that it is a good companion actually to my Pan That palette, which is the Smashbox Matte Exposure, because of a lot of the very light shadows in that palette are done, and so I can dip into this one to kind of complement it. Next up, we have 72, right under 71. And 72 was a color I'm drawn to, but I rarely wear. And the color that I'm really drawn to is, in general, lime green or chartreuse. Those colors just speak to me. And I had received recently, for a ridiculously great deal, it was awesome, Acid Rain from Urban Decay. And I have it right here. And I am very drawn to this color like crazy. I've talked about this single so much on my channel, it's getting silly, and I mean the novelty is probably going to wear off, but I really, really love it. And I'm wearing it today. To me, it's very fetching, and it's a green that doesn't seem to clash with my green eyes. I really enjoy the color and have no trouble wearing it, enjoying it, and yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful color. And it's kind of a gold green. See, I can't even resist swatching it. I'm so enthralled with it. But as I said at the very beginning of the video, I want variety, a lot of variety in my looks. And so there's no way, I knew there was no way I was going to use it 10 times in a month. Kind of like Amber Rush, I want variety. But I still managed to use this quite a bit. I used it a total of 5 times. That is huge for me. A single color 5 times in a month is a lot, unless it's a neutral that I'm using as part of a look. But as far as it being the statement color, 5 times is a lot. I'm super happy with it, so I'm halfway done on my goal, and every time I use it, I'm very happy. I just need it to be intermittent. That's all. The next number is number 84, and 84 was a favorite nude, and it could be face product, lip product, nail polish, and I chose nail polish. And I am so happy. I'm wearing it right now. I'm so happy I had this goal to wear it all month. That was my goal, and I did. And it is Iced Frappe by Ciate, London. It's a very wearable color, and I enjoyed wearing it a whole lot. And I put Supernova on the ring finger just to give myself a little bit of bling as a topper. But this is on all of my fingers, and I'm really happy to have worn it. And I actually ended up applying it, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 times throughout the month. So about once a week I was doing my nails. And it was, yeah, a really solid, long-lasting nail polish, and I really enjoyed it. And this is from the Ciate Mini Mani Month calendar from last year, from 2019, or 2018 holiday that I used during 2019, and really enjoyed this color. And I have no doubt, I don't finish nail polish very much, but this is a mini, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up finishing it up at some point because it's just beautiful and appropriate for any occasion. And if I forgot to say it, it means it's out. I have achieved my goal and I'm happy about it. And the last product, and we're not ending on a high, but being truthful here. And this is a product with packaging that inspires. And it is this Smashbox Vlada Collab. And it is a blush / highlighter. Looks like this. And I only used it twice, and I do want to use it 10 times. So, oh no, sorry, I used it 3 times. 3 times so far. And I'm wearing it today actually on my cheek. So 3 times out of 10. So it's probably going to be done at the end of the next update. But I'm in no rush. I enjoy using it, and I am using right now 2 blushes on my cheeks. I'm using the NARS Dolce Vita, and then I have this as a bit of a highlighter on top, along with the Artist Couture Cocoa Bling. So I'm very blingy today on my cheeks, very blingy. But I really enjoy it, and it's nice to pull this out and get some use out of it. And I'm always delighted to play around with the component because it's such a beautiful design on the top, and it makes it a whole lot of fun. So with that, we finished 2 products. Finished the goal, reached the goal anyway. And that is the Naked Basics palette, which I did say is going to stay in my vanity because I'm going to probably keep using it on the regular, which is great. I guess it's almost going to be an unofficial panning of a palette. And the Iced Frappe. So these 2 are out of the project. So I get to roll 2 more random numbers, and we will see what I end up rolling into this project. All right, I have my phone here, and I'm going to go from 1 to 100. And we are going to randomize 2 numbers. So here we go. Number 27 and number 77. Okay, first one, number 27, is a product with bad functioning packaging. That's funny. Okay, all right, I'll have to give that some thought. And then going to 77. 77 is a product that's on its last leg. So basically a gimme product or close to expiring. Okay, let me just think about those 2 and I'll be right back. Okay, the first out of the 2 is number 27 that I chose, right? And it says product with bad functioning packaging. Anyone who knows my concerns with this company's packaging would not be surprised by my choice here. Although you haven't seen it on this channel. This palette came on for less than 50%, actually more, costing less than 50% of the original value. And so I did pick it up. And it is the Pat McGrath Platinum Bronze. So I guess I will be featuring it on my channel because I haven't used it yet. And what I hate about this packaging is the outer packaging. I don't mind the product at all, but it doesn't open up completely. It's such a mess. And I have only purchased these palettes from Pat McGrath at really deep discount because this just absolutely irks me. And every single time that I grab one of these 6-pan palettes, I think, how long before I depot them? But this is the eyeshadows. I have not used it, touched it yet. And I am going to commit to doing 10 uses of this palette, basically. I think that's a good use of it. I'm just looking at the names on here, making sure I put the plastic back the right way. And it's going to be nice to use it. Definitely not because of the packaging, but Every time I see this design, I think of Georgia Harris. And she's a fellow YouTuber who doesn't really do makeup videos anymore. Well, once in a blue moon, I guess. And I really like her style. And so to me, this is the Georgia Harris palette, because she said it was her favorite out of the Pat McGrath palettes, the 6 pans at least. And so, yeah, it's going to be bittersweet in that I don't like the packaging, but I'm going to enjoy using it and being reminded of her when I am doing this. So this will be my annoying bad packaging, anyway, number 27 pick, I guess. Now my pick for number 77 is not as exciting as maybe 27. 77 is a product that is on its last leg, so gimme or close to expiry. And so for that, I am picking a product that was actually in my 10 uses project, and is going to be stepping into this one because I will be done using it for that project. And so I just want to finish it. And so it is absolutely a gimme. I will finish it, and it's probably not going to last a month in this project, but I rolled a gimme, so I'm going to take a gimme. So that is my total 6 products. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with my selections last month. I'm pretty happy with what I finished. I'm pretty confident about doing a pretty decent job this coming month, and looking forward to reporting back at the next update. If you made it this far, congratulations. If you are doing this project, I would love to hear from you in the comments. I would love to go and check out your video. And if you haven't jumped on board, like I said at the beginning, it's a lot of fun. You might want to consider it. So I invite you to check out other videos. I will have the playlist linked in the description box, and you can always look at this hashtag to get some updates from everyone and maybe some inspiration for you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.